a beautiful opening from a beautiful man.
Oh
Howdy,
no.
folks, and welcome back to another week of Deck Check. This week we got some more fun stuff, some other cool things. We tried to find some off meta picks, some less common things as we try to do typically, right? Before we jump into it though, just want to say a quick thank you to all of our members for supporting us on the channel. We appreciate you all very, very much. We hope you're enjoying all the content that we're providing. And to anyone who sees this video when it goes public, if you're new here, this is Deck Check, where we go over a bunch of decks that have recently topped across the entirety of the Digimon card game, using card meta to find the lists. And we just sort of review them, give our takes and our thoughts, you know, remark on them, just because it's cool to see what people do. Yes, as we like to do. Yeah, if you're new here, consider subscribing, sticking around, checking out our other content, maybe giving the video a like if you enjoy this stuff. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the first list here. So the first one we have is going to be a Pulsemon list, Pulse Kazuchi. This was ran by Koda over in JP. Got first place at a Tamer battle of about 10 players, it looks like. And Pulse is cool, man. I love Pulse. It did get support in, what was it, BT20 with some of the Seekers stuff. But Pulsemon's sort of in this weird spot where they're still trying to, like... The Kazuchimons we keep getting very much want to be part of a Takemi Kazuchi game plan, where like it'd be nice if we just got a Kazuchi that was just good, a good Kazuchi without trying to like balance it out for a level 7 power play.
Yeah.
The BT17.
Another thing. Go ahead.
The BT17 Kazuchi is still like a really solid card, but it does just kind of struggle into like where the game's going now. Right. What were you gonna say?
But I was about to say, like, because we both have enjoyed Pulse back in the day. It just is really tough. Similar to, like, what Dynas struggles with, right? In the sense that, like, you want to, like, sort of self-mill to a degree.
Yeah.
And, like, Kazuchi's a little bit better because you want to hit 3. That's, like, the magic number. You've got good ways to bounce between, like, 2, 4, and 3 pretty easily. But, like, you still, like, mill yourself from a security standpoint. And with how decks can just plow through you, that's tough.
Yeah, for sure. Also, sorry if Ben was super loud for everybody. I forgot to adjust him, and he was much quieter before that instance there. So
hear me roar.
Yeah. The Ben combo. Anyways, but yeah. So we're looking at the list here. We see like a lot of typical like best Pulsemon pieces, right? The 17 rookie, the 16 rookie, like a lot of solid cards that we just got from that sort of era of stuff when they were putting out a lot of Seekers support. Some of the other newer cards as well that we see with the BT20 Pulsemon, that just lets you reduce the evo cost by 1 if you go into a card with Pulsemon and Texture Seekers trait, which is really nice. The BT20 Bulkmon as well is a pretty good card, giving you access to some recovery, or letting you kind of get security cards to your hand.
Right.
And then we see the Takemika in there. We see some of the BT17 Kazuchi. One copy of the BT17 Fenry that is restricted. I mean, that's a restricted one now, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they restricted him. And then we see a couple of copies of the BT20 Kazuchi as well, just to kind of help go into that Take play. And there's some solid options. This Code Cracker Fang and Hacker Judge card is honestly really, really good for both Fenry and Pulse. It's just a shame that both the decks sort of struggle with having like a consistently good ceiling at the moment, and just kind of struggle with consistency in general.
Right.
So I'd say Pulse is actually fairly consistent, but it just struggles to have the power to close out a game. And Fenry had too much power to close out a game, so they had to hit it, and now it is basically dead because the way they designed that deck is basically all or nothing, and it's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. It is a victim of design.
It got the all yellow treatment.
It's a deck that you can't really balance without killing it. Is the problem? Like it's hard.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah. It is. It's very, very hard.
But yeah, that's it for this. Congrats to you, Koda. And we'll jump in the next list here.
Yeah, next list was piloted by Max
Tobitgo.
I always butcher Max 2BitGo. Over in Singapore, got first place at an Ultimate Cup with 7-2 out of a total pool of 96 players. So congratulations to you. I actually stopped by that shop in Singapore, actually.
Oh, cool. Nice.
But anywho's, this is a kind of very classic armor vaccine list. I'm not gonna spend too much time about it because there really isn't a lot of new spice. This is like just tried and tested yellow armor vaccine post TK hit. You got your core engine of like your pillows, which is still really, really strong, particularly in a meta that likes to play out stuff via effect. A well-timed floodgate, is still very annoying. Yes, they're easy to deal with for the most part, but sometimes you just need that one turn where they have to commit to getting rid of it that slows other people down a
Right.
decent amount. So having it as a 4 of and 4 of the Patamon just makes sense. You've got your Rapidmon package, which saw itself become like the best sort of yellow vaccine level 4 to use. And then we see the Magna Angemon Ace, which again was both a good level 5 for just some cheeky recovery, DP neg to pair along with Rapid X, but also was just nice to slam down for 4
Right.
and then go into your top end piece. That's I think honestly what a lot of folks were doing. Um, just to get it out there. Granted, you don't get the armor sort of trait per se with it, but it's a cheap way to get into a top end card that can still do some damage. And then you see your Rapid X and Magnamon X as a 4-4 split, and then you run sort of a plethora of option cards that just up your consistency, make it easier for you to evo for again the most efficient cost. Heavens for good removal, and then Emissary of Hope at a 4 of just again because TK is hit, if you can just warp up into something as efficiently as possible, you absolutely do so.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think pretty standard, pretty kind of cookie cutter
It's a
list.
very
Not to like, yeah,
very straightforward list. And
yeah, I
in
think
that
that's the best
sense,
way to
it's
put it.
almost out of the norm because I feel like we see so many people try and tech in different things. So to see
It
a
has
list
one
that
goal
is
in
just
mind.
like as boiled down to like these are the best cards in this deck, and I'm only going to run these cards. I'm not going to run any like real like tech choice one ofs or anything like that. I'm just going to call it a day with this. Is kind of cool. I kind of appreciate it.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's the best way to put it, right? Like, because I don't want to take away from anything that Max did here, because I mean, clearly did very, very well, and it's a
Absolutely.
real, like you said, it's a very solid list. It just you don't see that nowadays. Like you said, there's a lot of like one of text. You see people sprinkle in stuff. If you notice here, this whole entire list are four
It's
ofs
basically all four.
outside of heavens.
Yeah, it's literally just like all
Which
right.
is really, I mean, kudos to you. I mean, that if you can make it happen,
It makes sense.
you
I
went
mean,
for it.
it's
It
kind of.
does.
I think a lot of the mentality is sort of similar to Security's mentality, right? With just like all the options for consistency, with like because your security is basically just like a gold mine of
Yeah.
I'm gonna get resources or play things out, and you're gonna be very worried about it.
Yeah. No, I mean that's essentially the list. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on it because a lot of the cards we know what they do. But this was a good shout out for sure.
Yeah, it's cool to see. It is cool to see. All right, we'll jump on to the next one. We got Necromon. This was run by Bruno over in JP. Got first place at a Tamer battle. I just thought it was cool. It's just cool to see Necromon do stuff. We'll see a couple of neat little choices in here with like the Gazimon from BT14 with the Undeletion Inherit to gain a memory. Some Chimeramon pieces, a lot more Chimeramon actually, 3 of them, which is pretty good. Only a few Metal Fanto. Just focusing on pure Necromon top end. Got some Analog Youths in there, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'm assuming this one of here is probably it was probably the Jack Raid or something like that. That's just
Probably
not popping up. But yeah, it's just cool that Necromon's like a really good card. You know, we're getting all of these like emblem cards and level 7s for all these other archetypes now. Like we should have Pyramides coming up soon in the next couple of days. Actually, it might be revealed already as of
tonight.
Yeah,
probably.
by the time this video goes up. Yeah, it's cool because we already got the ones for fish and we got the one for puppets. We know that Zafaga is getting one as well. So it stands to reason that we will see one for this deck along with Medusa. So I'm excited to see what they cook up from Liberators for the level 7s for all these guys. And Necromon's, I'm very excited to see what they do with him and hopefully and see whatever other wave of support he gets as well. Because he's a really cool card and the deck's honestly pretty solid. It has a lot of potential. I mean, purple is just a strong color in general. So when you have a deck that can utilize its gimmick to maximum effectiveness, and it does so very, very well, you get a pretty powerful deck. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it.
And shout out to fellow content creator Curiosity.
Yes,
she posted an updated Necromon list as well on her channel. So she definitely also is a huge Necromon player, very dedicated to the deck. So do check her out. Curiosity with a K.
Undead
Great
Queen.
stuff.
G rockin'.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the last list here. This is a quick one, quick fire.
Quick fire. Last list is piloted by Ogamon over in JP. Got first place at a Tamer battle, hosted by Sutaya. This is a Galaxy list. It's I pause here mainly because this is maybe I'm trying to find the best way to phrase this. I enjoy Galaxy. Everybody knows that.
Mm,
But the fact that I'm also getting very just like the tamer needs to get hit, I think I think is pretty telling. Because now we're starting to see where we saw with old Galaxy, right? Where it's sort of become like sort of like a slop, like a core engine, and then you kind of sprinkle on very powerful top ends. Before we had access to like Mirage, Hexablau, Invisi was one that got a lot of use as well, that I believe was part, like a very key part of the world's topping list as well. Now we have access to cards like Dianamon. Apollo is also very strong now because you have the protections that you get from the Cresse and the Lekismon that allow you to keep the Apollo on the board for a little bit longer,
right.
which synergizes very well with a brand new level 7 that we just got, which is Omnimon Alter S. So we talked about this a lot off cam too, where we were like, look, like the new Cresse, the new Diana, when you pair that with like Apollo Ace, you know, Grace Nova, like we're gonna be seeing a lot of like tribal Galaxy decks really like kind of shine forth a little bit more
Right, right.
than like the toolboxy version. But I think now, as a lot of people have done more testing and messing with the list, we've kind of migrated back to sort of this like toolboxy version of the deck where we see our Apollos, we see Hexablau, which in a meta that is very tamer reliant still, with like getting rid of Nokias, getting rid of like Kyoko's, Amis for like CS, getting rid of other stuff like Purple Hybrid, etc. You know, very, very strong card still. And Vizzy, personally, I feel like has fallen off a little bit, but this deck chose to run and obviously it worked. But like we're seeing Alter S and Alter B as like top ends. We're seeing other cards used like CS or BT22 Omnimon as well as a potential target. Like there's a lot of different options out there, and
Sure.
Alter S I think is probably your strongest one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when you pair that with the probably soon to be banned EX5 Sayo and Co, you can imagine, right? You just stick up a Diana or an Apollo one turn, have it stick on the board because you have your protections. You go ahead and have a Sayo and Co ready to go. You just go ahead, spit out one of the two, go ahead and DNA Eva into an Alter S, pop your opponent's board essentially, and just kind of sit there, big immune guy.
Yeah.
Pretty annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very hard to deal with. Yeah, I think it's still neat to see how Galaxy players.
Yeah,
still
no,
kind of
totally,
like,
totally.
I guess just put their spins on the.
Yeah,
on
no,
the, on
I
the
don't
deck.
want to sound like doomer about it, but I
No, I
think
get you.
it's very like telling that there's something with this engine that has basically stood the test of time, right? Like we've seen this basically since EX5, and it's been keeping this viable, which is both good and bad. Like it's a good design to that point, right, of longevity, but it's definitely opened up the avenues to a lot of maybe unintended success.
I think
right?
Galaxy didn't really see a resurgence until after Mirage got hit, right? That was when it really started to kind of build up. It was around that time that it was starting to come to fruition, and then Mirage got hit. And they were like, all right, or a little bit before.
Yeah, because I think people started then filling those gaps with like more Hex, more Invisis.
Yeah, people started
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but it's interesting. Definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's neat to see how people take their spins on it. It's going to be interesting to see how these tamers make it through the list if they do it all. I think I'm in the party of I think Sayo and Co needs to go because it keeps on presenting loops, and all it takes is just one wrong card to make it something truly broken, something that's just going to just completely destroy the meta and make things very, very unfun for everybody.
I agree. And I mean, I think by the time this video goes live, we should be looking at like the ban list coming out into the next morning, like Friday night into Saturday potentially.
Yeah, we should. It should be coming out tonight as of this video going public. As for members,
but check out our reaction to it.
Yeah, we're gonna have that up. We'll have that up right away. But yeah, so I think that's all the list we got for you guys this week. I know it's a bit of a shorter one, but I mean, we've been in this meta for a while now. We know a lot of the decks. We just tried to pick out some stuff that we thought was neat. We wanted to show off. Give some shout outs to some different authors. Again, if you are new here, consider sticking around, hitting that subscribe button, liking the video if you did enjoy this content. If you're a member, thank you so much for supporting us. We very much appreciate you. If you're somebody who's already subscribed and just watching the video, thank you as well. It's good to have all y'all. It's good to have other people come together. Yeah, we should have that restriction video reaction going up this weekend. As soon as it gets dropped, we'll try and get it up as fast as possible. We'll probably do an immediate reaction video and then maybe do a tier list while discussing that after the fact. So like
live stream at 3 a.m. baby.
Yeah, we could do that actually if we wanted to. I'm not opposed. Well, we'll see. You guys will find out what happens, I guess, because we don't know. We're in the past, and you're in the future. So
that's true.
But yeah, that's everything we got here, and I'm gonna let Ben say his line.
And hopefully we catch y'all on that flippy flip. Bye-bye.
Bye.